On abbey shores where shadows play, the alley whispers night and day. In abomination, alley's grip, where fear and danger tightly knit. Oh, the alley breathes a tale untold of secrets dark and hearts grown cold. Abbey streets, they'll pull you in to the depths where sin begins.
Hello and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Abomination Alley, our BRP actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vivian,
Coming at you live from a pile of blankets and cats.
Eric playing Michael, Patrick playing Leo,
I think
and
he's here.
I heard him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
it was a little bit quieter than usual. And Carl will be playing Teak. He just had to step away for a moment. Do I not have curtains for him?
I think he just set his Zoom as away. So when he comes back, he can just flip his video back on.
Yeah, I was just going to throw curtains up over him momentarily, but it turns out I'm using all the curtains that I have. Oh well, enough of that. Who remembers where we left off last time?
Shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans.
We went and talked to the mayoral candidates that are Cornish ogres that I can't remember the name of to save my life.
I believe that was Jack and Annalise Howard.
Yeah. We at least know Jack probably wasn't eating anybody. Annalise has been sneaking out either to eat people or for an affair. It's 50-50. Lilac is spying. We might know later.
Yeah.
And then we got the ability to execute the warrant or execute a search on Voss's house, and that went about as great as you would expect it to, searching a slimy POS woman who has plenty to hide and the resources to do so.
Also was apparently tipped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Either
that's you're just assuming that. Maybe she had just done a late spring cleaning, just coincidentally. You know,
Totally coincidentally.
a day
Late
before you
spring
got there.
cleaning in November.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Either that
that's
or-
literally what I've spent today doing is spring cleaning.
My personal
Awful.
headcanon is that ward that the police officers just walked over after it got unlocked. The second they crossed over, it just teleported everything away to an unspecified location. That's just my headcanon.
You may be going out on a bit of a limb there. There are simpler explanations, I'm just saying.
I occasionally complicate things.
Could be magic. Could just be a bunch of thugs told, hey, move all the books down there somewhere.
Take him to the warehouse by the docks.
But you found what was clearly a area in the basement for working magic. You know, some of the ephemera were still around. But all her books were gone. The police dug up the dirt floor. No bodies. The only potentially criminal thing you found was she may have had a live animal shipped up from Brazil. But we're talking likely, at best, a fine if you tried to get busted for that. Not something the DA's offices will want to go to the trouble to for somebody that's friends with the mayor. Maybe after the new year, if there's a new mayor. Who knows?
We'll see.
But she didn't seem to mind. She didn't get terribly upset about this terrible inconvenience.
She's going to turn around and stab us in the back with something.
Only her sharp wit.
And this knife.
Though you did find out just as you were leaving, you did find out she could speak Elven. I can't help but wonder if what she said is why you wanted to refer to her as Slimy this time.
I know. I thought she was slimy since we initially encountered her, so.
Oh, okay. If you say so. All right. So, did we do anything? Was there anything else after this
Nope.
search warrant? Or was the search warrant before the conversation? I'm trying to remember what order you did.
Search warrant was the last thing we did.
Okay.
Yeah. We did conversation, lunch with Auntie Jen, conversation, and then search warrant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after the search, things break up. Trying to remember the police chief's name that you went in with. That's where I told him you were right.
No.
Jack
No,
McLemore?
never mind. I stand corrected.
Okay, it was.
It's
Okay.
it's Chief Bartholomew Wright.
So, he wasn't real happy leaving. Like you, he assumes she's been tipped off. So y'all break off and go do your own things for the evening. The next day, over the next few days, is there anything you want to do as far as pursuing any of the investigations you're currently involved in?
Vivian will offer whatever support she can to Lilac as far as continuing the stakeout on Annalise.
Okay.
I might be able to offer help in that, in the fact that I could actually have my fetch. Essentially, when she leaves, it can just trail her. It's not going to be oh look, but it's going to be a long-term thing. But like you said, this is going to be a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Would the magic bag she has on her affect that in any way?
It's not following. Really, that just basically kind of hides the fact that she's not human.
It doesn't, yeah.
Well, it hindered magical eavesdropping and stuff too.
But it doesn't mean it still can't follow her. So he won't be able to hear it.
Based on the description Michael would have given you of what he saw in astral form, that's probably right. She might be blurry to it, but she wouldn't be invisible.
Yeah.
It might not be able to come back and tell you things she said, because it might be kind of, the fetch might just be hearing Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
as opposed to making actual words. But it would be able to see and hear normally anybody she was interacting with.
Wah, 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 wah. Don't kill me! Ah!
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so you have Lilac and or the Fetch keeping watch. I guess pretty much the investigation of the murders and trying to figure out what she's doing are kind of the same thing at the moment.
Pretty much. I
I mean,
think
until you find out she's doing something not involved, with the murders.
she's really our only suspect, I think.
Yeah.
So over the next few days, Lilac and the Fitch keeping watch.
It's a great
Things
band
are
name.
relatively quiet in town. The election stuff is really hyping up. As you've only got about a week until the election. So there's a few other events that Jack tries to talk some of y'all into showing up for. Just sort of being a presence and being seen at his rallies is helpful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael
It is.
show up just for the ones where he's not busy at work. If only just to keep an eye out for things.
Yeah, understood. They have beefed up security. Even to the point of having someone knowledgeable, a little bit knowledgeable in the supernatural as part of the security detail. Someone from further back east. Rather than somebody in town that might have, connections with people here, this should be a neutral party.
Hmm.
The papers are all expecting a really close race. You can kind of tell political leanings based on who the papers are favoring. In the northern part of town, they seem to favor the incumbent, Allery Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not universal. There's a few of the more human-oriented papers that are pulling for Jack.
Yeah.
Down south, Jack is more popular. And you throwing in with him has definitely helped him. As y'all have built up quite a reputation with everybody in the city. So that's how you spend the next several days. The election's only 3 or 4 days away at this point. Let me make... Patrick, does your fetch have skills? I'm forgetting exactly what we had him doing track.
Let me double check that because that's under fetch specifically. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I needed. Magic book, there it is.
Alright, there's how you awaken a fetch. Because I know we've had it search for things and stuff before.
Yeah. Wishes, shaman, serum. Discorporation, mind expansion.
Okay, it doesn't really seem to be saying anything about skills.
Yeah.
So we'll just use yours.
Alright. Which ones do I need to roll?
Give me a spot.
Go to. Alright.
Alright, that was a success. So one morning, your fetch comes back. It tells you it's pretty sure she left last night.
Oh,
I mean,
at least track.
he was describing her as blurry. Oh, he followed the blurry figure. He followed the blurry figure.
Okay, yeah.
It's like he couldn't quite focus on it.
But it could see where it couldn't see.
Right. Like I said, he could make out that it was the outline of a person. It was like a blurry person.
Yeah. The fetch knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
Well, I think we've had the fetch out before when we were around her, so it might be able to recognize the blur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think the fetch was out during the initial party scene, maybe?
I want to say yes.
Either way.
It's been a bit, so I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Anyway,
Either way, it recognizes
it was
the blur.
told she would probably be somewhat obscured, so when he saw a somewhat obscured person, he was like, probably her. Let's follow this. And it describes the part of town that she went to. Basically went a street over, met a cab. The fetch basically, stepped through the door of the cab and just sat on the front seat. It can't give you exact street coordinates for where she went. But definitely headed up into the, further into the human part of town. The way it describes the surroundings does not sound like she was necessarily in the nicest parts of town. And then she sort of just walked the streets. Cut through alleyways occasionally. It was extremely cold. It was snowing. There wasn't a lot of people on the, wasn't a lot of other people on the street. And after she wandered through for a couple of hours, maybe. Fetch ain't great on telling time.
Yeah.
She eventually used a payphone and got picked up by another cab and taken home. It's not great on human body language, especially when the human or person in question is blurred. She seemed frustrated. Lilac, on the other hand, missed her escape, or missed her leaving.
Damn it, Lilac.
It's not her fault. I rolled an 83 for her. So.
It's your fault.
Yes. Oh, but Lilac did spot her returning. But that doesn't do a whole lot of good.
So, she was definitely wandering like some of the poorer sides of town. But did she... I asked, when she was going through like the darker alleys, did she encounter anyone else?
No, she did not. There were very few people on the street. And like, she walked past some people on the street and nothing. But yeah, ducking through alleys, yeah, she didn't encounter anybody that he saw. And he has that, shoot, what do they call it? Second sight. Like shamans have. So, even in the dark, he'd be seeing like the aura of living. But yeah, man, the fetch is humanish intelligence. But it's a little confused as what exactly he was trying to do.
Good.
But
either she was looking for someone in particular, or she was hunting for targets. But we'll just have to keep at it then.
yeah, it's perfectly willing to return. The cold doesn't bother it. So.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Vivian, Lilac would fill you in the morning on the fact that clearly Annalise left in the night and Lilac missed it. But she did see her returning early in the morning. Well before sunup, 4 o'clock or so.
And she looked like she had a bag of organs or human muscle with her.
No, she was bundled up against the cold, but she had a decent sized purse on her, but which, I mean, she's like, I guess that purse would have been enough to hold.
It could be a change of clothes, or it could be organs. We don't know. We cannot catch a break lately, so.
Or bags to put organs in. But yeah, I feel terrible. I don't know how she slipped past me.
It happens. Not anything to get stressed over.
Well, it's less stress and more. If she's doing something, I'd like to catch it, so I stop having to spend the cold nights out in the street.
I mean, that's also fair.
Let's see, would it be the following night? 2 days later, so getting even closer to election time. Let's see. Oh yeah, she was a lot less sneaky that time. Patrick, give me a roll for your fetch.
Okay.
And consequently, over the next couple of days, no murders were reported, so the fetch didn't just miss a murder.
Elle rolled poorly that time.
All right. That time, the fetch doesn't see her, but Lilac does.
Ah.
Uh, let's see. Michael, you get a call in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Because Lilac knows you have a phone, like in your house, as opposed to having to call the apartment and hope she can wake the landlord up, then hope he'll take a message.
Yeah.
Annalise is on the move.
Where are you?
We're in Lakeshore. Down in kind of the southern part of Lakeshore. And she'll give us street address.
Alright, he's gonna get dressed. And just whatever he happens to find, so he looks like a very raggedy version of himself, and probably not even like himself, honestly.
Unintentional disguise.
Unintentional disguise, yeah, he's just like, I'm just throwing on whatever.
Oh.
And he's gonna get in his not nice car and head that way.
I don't know. She doesn't want you to know. Should I contact anybody else? Or actually, how do we contact anybody else?
I think I'm the only one with a phone.
I have one.
Oh yeah, you would have the
One at
Yeah.
my doctor's office.
yeah, your office would have a phone, and since you live right up above it, chances are good you'd have it run to both places. The same line run to both places.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll say, you can try to call Leo. I think that's the only other person that has a phone in their home.
Okay. She'll check back. She gives you the address she's at currently. She'll check back here periodically.
Mhm.
For when you arrive, she'll keep following Annalise.
Okay.
And when she gets off the phone with you, Leo, you get a call in the middle of the night. I say middle of the night, it's about 2 a.m. Middle of the night.
I pick up. I guess it's Lilac.
Leo, this is Lilac. Annalise is on the move. I've already called Michael. He's headed this way.
All right.
I assume he wanted me to call you for backup.
All right.
I don't know a way to get in touch with anybody else quickly.
Well, thanks for the call.
Okay. Do you live close to Teak?
Actually, this is B. Patrick not knowing. How far does Teak live?
I'm not sure if we ever really established exactly where your business is.
It was kind of near the docks area.
I know Teak had tried to find and I think found an apartment near the office, so he wasn't too far from the office.
Okay, so y'all are a neighborhood over or something.
Near-ish.
Certainly close enough you could swing by and grab him. It's not going to add a whole lot of time.
Bang on door, Teak doesn't answer. Bang on door, Teak still doesn't answer. Bang on door one more time, Teak flings thing up, shotgun.
What?
Tin roof, rusted. Anyway.
So quick explanations. I assume Teak is willing to go.
Oh yeah. Once he sees it, Leo, he'll put it away.
I noticed he grabbed a shotgun and not the flaming bullets.
Oh no. He'll get the flaming bullets when he's getting in the car with Leo.
All right, so you'll head up north. Luckily, it hasn't snowed any day. The rough weather of the past few days has kind of broke. It's still cold because it's November and on one of the Great Lakes. So y'all head up there. Michael, you get there first. Not too much later than that. Leo pulls up in his truck. Teak's there with him.
didn't think you had a phone nearby, Teague.
He doesn't.
He woke me up.
Teak sounds super happy about it.
No, he's tired. He's like,
No,
He has the no talkie before coffee face.
no. Michael looks exhausted, and he looks like he absolutely just threw on whatever happened to be nearby, regardless if it matched or not.
just imagine he has like 2 different shoes.
Maybe.
Vivian, you have a
Middle
middle of the night, you get a knock on your door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a
She'll
Miss
answer it.
Vivian. Well, he doesn't actually
Yeah,
scream it because he
well-
doesn't want to wake up the neighboring things, but it's kind of a knock, and you hear somebody like loud whispering through the door. Miss Vivian.
She'll probably have been sleeping on the sofa waiting for Lilac to get back out. She'll poke her head up the door. Yeah? What's going
And
on?
you recognize the building super. I got a call from Miss Lilac. She said she's already called Michael and Leo is picking Teak up.
Check up.
Actually, it's a game of phone
I didn't know
call.
that.
Maybe he does say Tick.
Hey,
Uh,
and he's picking Tick up.
Vivian figures she's half awake and just misunderstood that.
The washing machine's busted, and the house is on fire. The brewer invading the city. That's not what I said. I know this grapevine.
but something about the case you're working on. The
Okay.
suspect was spotted or something, and he gives the address.
Okay.
She said she's
thank you
already
so
called you a
much.
cab.
I owe that tiny sprite so much. Thank you so much. And she'll like throw on warm clothes, make sure she has her gun, and head downstairs to hop in the cab.
All right. By the time you get down there, the cab's parked there. And, when you open the door, he's like, "Are you a Miss Vivian?"
Yes, thank you so much.
Ah, good. The boss said it was
Maybe-
some other lady talking to him. Anyway, I'm glad
Make sure.
I wasn't called out here for nothing.
Yeah, and she'll make sure to tip the guy for coming out at the butt crack of night.
Yeah. Well, it's a big enough city. You have a few cabs active pretty much all the time.
Still.
Oh, still, he's very appreciative of the tip. That is still proper tipping etiquette.
It's cold. It's snowy. No one's to be out.
So all of you guys wind up, cab comes by, drops Vivian off. Tells you this isn't the nicest neighborhood.
I should be fine.
And he's pulling up to a spot where there's already 3 cars.
Got 3 big strapping men to protect me. And as she gets out of the car,
Oh, hey, you're those Beorn.
ah,
Oh, I didn't recognize you by yourself.
pats the man on the shoulder. Good looking out though, and goes and catches up with the others.
And why are you going out this late? Oh, this is business. I gotta go.
Yeah, I got another part of town.
I need to make sure I'm not in any part of this area of town now.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are all standing there, stomping your feet to stay warm. When Lilac finally flies back down.
Also, I contact my fetch to let him know that she is out. He apparently missed her.
Okay. Well, your fetch can always find his way to you.
Yeah.
If you summon him. So you feel the emotions of and that he is moving towards you.
All right.
Just imagining, because also because Sarah mentioned it, since Michael is basically a living heater, they all just are congregated around him.
You are the burning trash can?
Basically, yeah.
Vivian, you do notice that when
Emotional.
Lilac swings through, she lands on Michael's shoulder and not yours this time.
She's fine with that. It's probably warmer.
Okay. She seems to be just walking the streets.
Alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was technically up there above her, I guess, but yeah, just her. She took a cab out here. I had to hitch her right on its roof, which is not pleasant this time of year.
She took a cab out last time as well.
Yeah, admit her like a street over.
Michael's looking at them like, this happened more than once.
I mean, I assume we would have passed on
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
information the first time.
I'm gonna assume Leo would have passed the information around.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's about 2 streets over, or should be right now. You know, she's walking, kind of walking a pattern, I guess.
Anything in particular from the last one?
Well, she,
was
you know,
walking around some of.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
She was. Last night, she apparently walked through several of the back alleys and then returned for some particular reason. Hang on. Oh,
Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yes, it is cold, I understand.
Now, she wandered alone through some of the back alleys and then left.
Lilac's not her. Yeah, she's done that a couple of times too. Cut through a back alley instead of sticking to the street.
Dollars to donuts, she's looking for a meal.
Well, then I'm glad y'all are so much bigger and juicier than I am.
Oh, she can always use an appetizer.
Honestly, the rest of you should be fine. If it is her, only humans have been her targets.
Oh, then we've got bait. She pats you inside the head.
Luckily, you're extra spicy.
He just sighs and like the temperature around him heats up a little bit.
Holds out hands to warm them up.
Teague just has the look of, I'm sick of this shit. I'm cold. I don't want to be here anymore on his face.
I
Every
don't know.
time you guys are talking.
I'm imagining
Beorn's
Teak
red
is like
hot.
I'm imagining Teak is like climbed up on Michael's back, just like warmth.
No, he is. If you are wearing a jacket, he is under the jacket and on your back.
Fair enough. Yeah, there is a jacket on.
And you
Michael
just
looks like a hunchback.
You just see Teague's like nose pop out and land on your shoulder, and he's just looking at everybody.
Well,
Pat.
do we tail her? How do we want to tail her?
I'm not any good at this subterfuge nonsense. You all know that.
We will. If anything, if we just ambush her, that doesn't solve anything.
Mm-hmm.
If she actually is the culprit, if possible, we need to at least catch her in the act.
Well,
And
if she
do
follows
our
the
best to
pattern,
prevent the act.
if she follows the pattern she's on, you know, she should swing back by here in a few minutes.
Well,
So we could always move around. You know, she's been going around kind of clockwise. You know, this couple of blocks. So we went, you know, counterclockwise. We could plop down somewhere ahead of her. I mean, I don't know if she'll recognize our vehicles or not, but y'all's vehicles.
Well,
Michael's
Michael's vehicle kind of stands out.
Yeah. Well, he just goes and points to the much older vehicle he drove.
Antique would have ridden with Leo. It's like, fuck driving. I'm tired.
That's true. Annalise has probably not seen Leo's truck.
and
The
it's
Teak
kind of
Mobile and
generic
Michael's
work
car
truck.
she would have seen.
She would have seen his nice one, yeah, but this
Yeah,
is
the nice one. I mean, the nice one.
This is his I am leaving the city vehicle. It's designed for being hardy.
I could try to tailor as well. I mean, short, stealthy, it's cold out. Enough scarves and she won't recognize me.
Well, she won't like. She probably wouldn't recognize Michael dressed up like this.
How, knowing what we know about Cornish ogres, how good is their, do they have any particular good sense of smell or anything like that?
Not that the folklore specifically points out.
Okay.
All right, so Vivian, are you and Lilac going to try to kind of sweep
Vivian will
around in
try
behind
and
her?
stealth follow. She's fairly good at stealth, disguise, that kind of thing.
You all want me to just be bait since I don't look like me and I have a living hunchback that shoots fireballs?
That works.
My
that a
concern
compliment?
is once she gets close enough, she may recognize your face.
He just turns and like looks at her as like very dark circles under the eyes, hair is like shaggy and just hanging.
He takes
What
off
you?
his hat, puts his hat on Michael.
What? You
Grab-
always look like that.
Grabs a scarf, puts it around his like face up to his nose.
I have become Aizawa.
No, you're just very You're warm. I'm not going to say sensibly. Are those two different shoes?
Are they?
I have dark
I guess they
vision.
are.
You don't, yeah.
I didn't exactly have time to choose a coordinated outfit.
We have found the one weakness of the eidetic memory, sleep deprivation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe will volunteer to kind of tailor.
All right, so Lilac leads you where you need to be.
Okay.
You cut through a couple of dark alleys. The dark's not bothering you too bad.
They just, as I said, Michael will find a bench and just sit down.
Honestly, I think most of us have like some kind of dark vision.
Except for
All
Michael.
of you do, but me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that does not.
You sit down, you hear a whimper, and then he moves his tail.
Sorry.
Fine.
All right, Leo, are you
Vivian-
sitting on a bench, or are you going to?
No, I will be. Are there fire escapes or anything up top that lead up?
Yeah, it seems like you shouldn't have any trouble finding at least one building that does.
Yeah. I'll be up there on Overwatch.
Okay. Using a fire escape, so it wouldn't be like you have to climb or anything. Yeah, you get up there without too much trouble. Probably trying not to make too much noise, because
Yeah.
So yeah, you get up on one of the nearby roofs. Now, Vivian, are you trying to? Are you? Excuse me. Are you trying to go unnoticed?
As they're going, she kind of like if they're sued or anything that she can just kind of smear on her face to make her a little bit less noticeable, a little less put together. She's gonna slap that on, and
I
then
will
a
be
stealth
right
roll.
back.
Okay.
I'm
Tuck your
gonna
ears
use
up
5
under
points.
under a knit cap or something.
Rerolled.
Okay. Oh yes, you're moving like you've disguised yourself as best you can, and
Well, the disguise got a special too.
Did it? Oh, it did. Yeah. So Lilac is impressed. If she hadn't watched you do that, she wouldn't think you were you. Unless you got real close. But she's probably more familiar with you than Annalise is.
Yeah.
And you're also very quiet. So you're able to stay relatively, once y'all kind of circle around and catch up with her. You manage to stay, get fairly close.
Just
And
under a
you,
cardboard box following her solid snake style. Not really.
so you follow her around. She loops around to where the guys are parked. Leo, you're on the rooftop. You're watching this. Here she comes. There's some lady behind her, wearing the same coat Vivian was wearing earlier. But you can tell she's like rearranged scarves and put some soot on her face. Lilac flies by. It's like she'll drop down to talk to Lily and Vivian every now and then. But mostly she's flying up, near the roof of the building. High enough that she won't be spotted on accident. Nobody looks up, so. But she circles around past where the guys are parked. So Michael and Teak, she comes around the corner. She walks past. She clearly clocks, that you're on the bench. And she kind of shies away to the, far side of the sidewalk she's on. So you're sitting on the bench right by the street. She gets over closer to the building. If you don't say anything to her, then she doesn't say anything to you. She just keeps going. You're muted. I think you're still
I was
muted.
muted, sorry. Yeah. He's not. He's just gonna kind of accidentally do the I'm the hobo that's keeping an eye on you thing as you go by.
Okay, with an 89, she is not going to. Even if you make eye contact with her, she's not going to realize who it is. And she does that whole little, speeds up her walking just a little bit while trying not to appear like she's speeding up her walking. Vivian, give me a listen.
Scary.
Never mind.
Sure, why not?
Oh, you roll that one too?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
There.
Jeez.
what do you mean
Special,
failure?
special.
Mm-hmm.
The house may be cold, but my rolls are hot.
Is the kitty bringing you good luck?
Clearly.
Which is, clearly what kitty is there for, not there, sponging off your body warmth.
Yeah, no.
So you hear Annalise mumbling under her breath. Oh, dang it. I thought the hunchbacked hobo at least would come after me. And then she starts mumbling, mumbles a little bit about the cold before she goes going silent. Something about the cold keeping everybody indoors.
When Lilac swings back by. She'll pass that message on that it sounds like she's wanting someone to attack her. And let Lilac pass that on to the others.
Okay, so the next time Lilac dips down, you tell her that. She flies back to you. Michael lets you know. Well, you and Teak. And then up to the
Am I
rooftop for
supposed to do that if she passes by again?
Lilac just shrugged her shoulders. Vivian didn't say. All right. So she does another well, she starts on another lap. She's almost gotten back all the way around. Like Patrick, you can look down, you know, and see where she's rounding that corner again.
Mm-hmm.
And like she's weaving through a couple of blocks. And you see a car, coming in because there's been occasional traffic. Not a whole lot, but but Patrick, you see a car that drives by and it's like it slows down a little bit when it sees her. And then it parks. And you can see, she's clocked it. She does that same thing she did with Michael, where she kind of steps, further away from the edge of the street. As she gets up, kind of parallel to the car, the driver door opens. A man stands up there. You hear him call out, "Hey, sweetheart, it's a little cold about this time of night. Need a ride?" You don't quite catch what she says. She responds and kind of makes a kind of half wave, half just acknowledgement. Oh, come on, there's nothing to be scared of. And you see, and he comes around the car, and he's approaching her. This time you can hear her. She's going, "No, I'm fine. I'm nearly home." As he gets closer, you hear, "You're a tall drink of water, aren't you?"
I try to
just kind of nudges Teak on his back.
And I kind of, if you look down from where I am, you see me trying to get your attention because I'm concerned.
No, he doesn't know where anybody is right now. He just sat down on the bench and he's
you'd have probably seen Leo or heard Leo going up there.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where Leo is up there. Is the thing.
Oh, okay.
He heard him, but he's not sure where.
Well, it would only take a quick psst, psst to get your attention, because you are at least sitting there paying attention, I assume.
That, and also,
or you're not. Two little kobold hands come out of your collar and turn your head.
That or snowball from above.
Snowball from above would also work.
I just imagine with the heat, he starts radiating. It's like it turns into water, like partway there.
Which just means he has it packed as good, almost like an ice ball, but it's slush when it hits you.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a whistle. There's a maybe he does you like a cat, pss, 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 something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian is nearby, but reaching for her gun.
All right. Did you hear what's the last thing you heard?
I kind of heard all of it. I had my headset on. Car
okay, okay.
stopped
Yeah.
and was
Basically,
trying to talk to her. And she's like, "No, I'm almost home."
No, car's here talking to us.
But on tis.
I had to.
So she's backed up against the wall. He's getting closer. Tell me how she's, going to hurt his feelings if, she'd rather be walking in the cold and, than catching a ride with him.
Vivian, being a woman and being fairly familiar with this kind of particular slime.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a predatory something to his voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's trying to be extra calm while he gets within arm's reach of her.
Yeah. Vivian is going to she's going to walk up behind that guy.
All right, so you can stealthily get up behind him. I'm going to give Annalise a pretty good.
Yeah, a
Well,
good notice.
she's looking straight at him. There's really no way. Well, I'll roll for her, but she gets.
And Vivian would kind of keep her head down and stuff, like she's trying to walk by it, but then stop at the last second, kind of thing.
I will say, when he clocks Vivian moving, Michael will, he'll nudge Teak a little bit, just tell him, all right, hold on.
As Teak's holding on.
Yeah, he gets, just kind of since apparently he's a hobo right now, he just kind of is sort of shuffling tangentially in that direction. Not directly there, but it looks like he's just trying to cross the street elsewhere.
So Vivian, about the time you're getting by him, he is reaching out like he's about to try to grab her arm.
She puts a very cold pistol barrel against his maybe against the side of his neck.
He kind of gives a jump, both from the cold and from the oh crap, there's somebody behind me. And he looks at you, and he looks over at Annalise and back at you. Is this some kind of setup?
You should keep driving.
He's heading back to his car. Hey, I was just trying to, offer a lady a ride home in the middle of the night.
I'm sure you were trying to offer some kind of ride. Get in the car.
So, you watch him. He gets in the car. He drives off. Hobo Michael
Miss Howard?
She looks up. Everybody give me spots.
Do I get any advantage being very close to her?
No, because you were watching the guy in the car.
Fair enough.
Do I get one because I was keeping an eye on her?
I failed.
Man, that roll wanted to be right up on there.
All right, so Leo.
I fail.
Yep.
Jason.
Teak fail.
Since I was keeping an eye on her as I crossed, do I get anything or?
No, just give me the spot.
All right.
Okay. So Vivian, you turn back in time to see it. Then Michael, you spot the different, as this, has played out, the interaction between Vivian and the guy. Annalise is slipping a knife, slipping a knife, a rather large knife, back into her purse. And she looks up very surprised at Vivian when Vivian calls her by name.
Quick, hold on.
How do you know me?
Kind of flips the hair up a little bit.
Oh, cool. That does go off. Okay.
We've talked earlier. It's Vivian.
Oh, what are you doing this part of town this time of night?
I could really ask the same thing about you, because that's why we're here.
Well, I asked first.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mhm.
Spotting the knife, I activated eidetic memory to go through every single body that we've seen. Does that knife look like it would cause the wounds and the cuts
It's a
on those
knife.
bodies?
It would definitely the latter ones. It could definitely do it, but so could it's like a big kitchen knife, maybe not a full fledged butcher knife, but
Well, that's what I mean. Is like with the successful spot with that is like
at the distance you are, no,
Right.
you caught enough gleam of metal to recognize it as a knife.
Understood. Okay.
And like I said, probably a larger kitchen knife as opposed to
Mm-hmm.
like a hunting knife or anything like that. And Vivian, you also, of course, spotted the knife. Like I said, she was sliding it back into her purse, though. So it's not like she was trying to stab anybody. Yet.
How big is this this purse?
Mary Poppins.
Big enough to fit body parts into to eat later.
I just imagine it's like the Zorro bag, and it just pulls out a like freaking katana.
You piss her off, she'll reach in to pull out her sledgehammer. No. So what was? Oh yes, Vivian said you could be asking her that question. Well, I asked first. She's sounding a little annoyed.
Let's be honest. You know why we're here. And I saw the knife.
Well, a woman has the right to defend herself.
A woman's putting herself in some dangerous predicaments, at least twice in the last week.
You've been spying on me?
You gave us a reason to.
What did I do that would cause you to spy on me?
We had suspicion.
This is about you asking Jack if he was eating people.
Yes, actually. Because you're out here with a knife, and as you walked by the bench earlier, you said you wished that he had attacked you or come near you. So that you would have an excuse to defend yourself.
The hunchback hobo is working for you?
At this point, Teague just pops out. Hi, Miss Howard.
He looks over, sees a two-headed hobo, one of the heads being a kobold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I am really, really not in the mood for this.
Well, nobody asked you to come out in the middle of the night.
Then why are you?
That's my business.
Okay, so you want to ruin your husband's chances?
But no, of course not.
And why are you doing this?
Maybe we should have this conversation in a warm vehicle.
As long as we get a hold of that knife first.
She reaches into her purse, pulls it out, sort of twirls it in her hand and hands it to you, handle first.
Handle side.
Yeah.
He pulls his coat past his hand and then grabs it with like the coat around his hand so his prints are not on it.
There's a cold rush of air that goes by Teak. Teak whimpers.
Also, I'm here, and I.
Jumps out of a tree.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he says that from 3 stories up. And she just looks up. Oh.
No, the ladder comes down and you just see me slide down.
Why am I imagining the Dark Souls meme if you have like a hat, it's like down the ladder?
Fine, I guess we can get out of the cold. So I guess you could probably all squeeze if Michael's beater car is also 4-door, y'all can all squeeze in there.
Yeah, it's designed for like carrying things and people. It is not a I'm here to look fancy car.
So y'all all kind of squeeze into the car.
Mm.
How long have you been following me?
It's only been 2 nights.
Oh,
No,
Three.
it's been multiple nights. It's only been twice that
Yeah.
she's gone out while y'all been having her watched.
Hmm.
yeah, multiple nights, but we've only seen you out twice.
Well, I will say, just because he's too tired to even try to be diplomatic, he's just gonna sit there in the driver's seat and become space heater.
So the inside of the car actually gets pretty warm.
It has more to do with him than the system.
Yeah.
Just imagine like Peek's doing the thing where like his arms are straight out, his legs are straight out, but he's still on Michael.
Michael's just accepted his lot in life.
Peek's a cold-blooded creature, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain this in a way that doesn't sound suspicious as hell?
What, walking around the bad parts of town in the middle of the night? No, I don't think I can.
Can you explain it in an honest way at least?
Give me persuasion.
Oh. Ooh. Nice.
E.
Oh, she kind of puts her head in her hands. It was all because of that assassin Voss sent after us. That's where it all started.
How so?
Go
The
on.
the initial one at the party, or
Yes, at the party. At the party, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, not the spirit. That's yes. That
You
was
hear
a
Michael
whole other thing.
sigh and like, I don't know if anyone needs to make a listen roll. Teak probably absolutely hears it considering how close he is. But just Michael just goes, "Oh, great, another attic story."
But basically, when she tore that guy's throat out, was the only option she had. He had her hands pinned to her side. It was
Awakened something?
yes. It was. I mean, I've had other cravings, while I've been pregnant, but nothing that hit this hard.
Not to sound indelicate, have you tried other meat sources?
Of course,
Raw. I'm just asking.
beef just doesn't have the kick, and pork's not safe to eat raw. Well, that's for humans. I don't know about my people. We're a little more built for raw. I don't know about
I
pork.
say most of the time beef isn't safe for humans to eat raw, so pork might apply the same for you to be safe to eat raw.
Oh, you can get steak tartare.
That's
Yes, but there's
processing.
also chemical processing involved in it.
Oh, but so yeah, these cravings were getting worse. And my granny always said that you crave things, it's because the baby needs it. There's nothing I won't do for my baby.
A mother's love is understandable, but this
But I didn't want to hurt anybody. Which is when I got the ideal of what if I just hurt people that were trying to hurt people?
I'm
Then you would
not
end up
sure.
going into a spiral.
I'm not sure entrapment would hold up well in court.
How's it entrapment? I'm literally just walking down the street.
With
I know
Expecting people
city
to
streets aren't
attack you.
safe at night, but they should be.
I'm not disagreeing with you there.
But unfortunately, it's the definition of entrapment.
Well, I'm not
While
charged with
Michael says
anything. When
that-
they put their hands on me, I just respond.
Exactly.
It's self-defense, really.
As he's saying that, Michael he's activating aura detection. He's watching the street to see if there's any looky-loos. There's like,
Ooh,
anyone
give
that
me a
looks
spot.
suspiciously normal.
That's everybody.
No, it's him with
Yeah.
his
Ah,
freaky deaky thing going on.
I
His
did
aura
get a
detection.
special too, if that matters to this roll, to activate the power.
In your sight is like you see. It's like across the road. You know, alley.
The
Ground
actual spot
level.
roll is a special too.
Let's
So
go.
both the power and the spot roll, both specials.
So initially, the aura, it's like you see two little pinpricks of light. One's at ground level in an alley,
Mm-hmm.
and another one's on the rooftop. With the spot roll, there's just enough light that you can make out men standing there, in each spot. The pinprick of light you're seeing it's probably like right over their heart.
He starts cursing in German.
The one on the roof has got a fairly, for the 20s, fancy camera.
We should get. I don't see anything. I can't say shit.
Well, congratulations, Annalise. You just destroyed your husband's mayoral candidacy chances. Vivian, Teak, Leo, either we let the current mayor, win, or we have to kill people. Which do you want to do?
Annalise is looking very confused right now.
A little more of explanation would assist.
Invisible men. 2 locations, one with a camera on the roof that just watched this entire freaking interaction happen because someone wasn't careful enough to control her.
It's dark. Like the camera couldn't possibly have seen anything. And nothing happened this time.
This time. You can
we say that simultaneously.
He literally whips around, points at her, and is, "You stop. And you stop now. I don't care what you are. I don't care that I'm human. And I don't care that you got cravings for human meat. I do not care. This ceases. And it ceases immediately. Am I clear?"
This is
Cold
going
hand
to
is
go
re-
exceptionally
hand.
well.
Cold hand has reached up and started petting Michael.
Just from the back of the
Yes.
collar, just pat, 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 pat.
Yes, I understand. I wanted to stop. I wanted to tell somebody.
You could.
But
have.
Jack's got
Then
so much going on already.
He adores you. Do you think he wouldn't try to help you?
Yes, I'm sure he would. I don't want to put any more pressure on him.
Lilac,
Also-
are you in here?
I hate to tell you this.
She's
my
like, of course I'm
aunt-
not staying outside while y'all are all in here.
Fantastic. Could you maybe destroy that camera up there? Or at least take it out?
You have to point out where it's at. But yeah. She
My
you roll down a
version is
window.
Massive fireball.
You roll down the window, she slips out.
Oh, by the way, Michael, entrapment didn't get recognized until 1932.
Yay!
Teak
Okay,
from the
cool.
future,
So
let
it's
us know.
A-okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
On
the
this
fact that
episode-
even killing somebody in self-defense, you're supposed to notify the police after that. Taking bits away to eat is definitely a no-no.
Yep.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of Time Teak.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a
Every jump
giant
he hopes will be his jump home.
Ooh, that's an ideal.
What?
No. For
What?
the
Quantum
whole
leap.
different campaign,
Who's-
different thing.
Who's eating Teak? What? Now just
mind.
imagine, like, in another campaign, a wormhole opens, a Teak is yeeted, and then another one opens, and he goes through that one.
There's no time to explain. Come with me if you want to live.
Adventure!
For my superhero
Ah!
game, we were thinking about in a future season doing a story that takes place in different time periods, starting in the far, far past and moving up.
Okay.
A quantum leap way of doing that might work
Mm-hmm.
for them to be able to have the same characters in all those.
You could have it where, like, whatever you do in that one changes what happens in the future one, so forth.
But
But back in the car.
yes. But back in the car, you let Lilac slip out the window. You know, the window opposite of where the
Steam.
guys are.
Steam just comes.
Yeah.
Looks like we're hotboxing the car.
I was thinking you're going like, just mentally just going, tired and non-caffeinated Michael is cranky.
Teak is still petting Michael.
All right, let's see how stealthy he is, and let's see how observant the invisible men are.
She's tiny. Come on. Come on, Lilac.
And it's dark. Dark,
it's
tiny,
dark.
and
Sorry, I have a lot of practice disregarding the argument that small flying things are hard to see.
We know.
Because she's a foot tall. Something something larger than a football moving around at eye level would definitely get your attention. Patrick's been there in our in-person game where one of the guys is playing a small person that can fly.
Yeah, he's a giant on his planet.
So he says.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. What was I doing? Oh, yes, the spot for the invisible man.
Fail.
The one in the alleyway failed.
Good.
Failed. And the one looking through the camera, I'm giving him a significant disadvantage. Though he rolled a 3, so he spots her anyway.
Damn it.
So, like Michael, if you're keeping an eye out, you see him suddenly turn.
We don't need a camera. We just need to destroy the film, which is very easy to do.
Fantastic.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost to do fire?
3.
Cool. You've recharged the ring at some point this week because there's been downtime.
He recharges the
Correct.
ring whenever she lets him.
Fair enough. Did she roll? She would like to attempt to roll if she sees the guy noticing Lilac. She's going to try to attempt to roll to hit just the camera.
All right, well, you're going to have to open the car door.
Oh, or the windows.
Oh, yeah, or roll the window down, either one. Though if you're doing this quickly as a reaction, throwing the door open would probably be quicker. So,
Fair enough.
he notices her, and he's still holding the camera firmly in one hand, but he pulls back and goes for a knife.
Oh yeah, if she sees the knife, she's definitely like, "You touch my friend."
Well, you see him pulling up the knife as you see Lilac level the crossbow at him.
Okay, she'll give Lilac a chance.
I'd still do it.
If Lilac would have probably had her fairy shot on her, which will drop that guy, which means we can get the camera.
Might drop that guy because he has magic, remember?
So she shoots
Let's see
him
what
with her little, maybe bigger than a toothpick, but not much bigger than a toothpick, bolt. And then he has to roll versus the potency.
How far away is this guy?
On the roof.
Yeah, he's on like a second story roof.
Guns would
Why
be
can I-
loud.
Why can I
Yep.
imagine Michael just like picking up Teak and holding him out the window? Like
That's
going
why I was
outside?
asking, because gun.
Yeah.
Gun would be loud. We're in the middle of a night. It would draw attention.
So I'm picturing Michael standing on the street with Teak clinging to one of his arms with one
Like a
arm.
hunting hawk.
And his no, like laying down, clinging with one arm, clinging to his arm, his gun out with the other one. And Michael's
Imagine
doing
that.
like dead
It's like-
shot.
I just imagine that like he's got it like this, and
It's a
then
wrist.
Teak
It's
is
a wrist
draped
mounted
over.
Teak. It's a wrist mounted
Yeah,
Teak.
Honest-
wrist mounted teak.
Honestly, I see it more like the Lion King, where he's like holding Teak out.
It's the circle of gunfire.
Jeez.
All right, so Invisible Man's con is 13. 13 times 5. So he's got a... You know what? This is going to be easier if I pull up somebody's character sheet and roll the resistance table. So I will borrow young Mr. Zoot Marlowe's since we haven't been using him lately.
Well, we haven't used him
Isn't he
since like
dead?
the very beginning. No,
Oh no,
Zoot
he's
was
not
the
dead.
halfling.
It was the halfling, yeah.
Yeah, he was the halfling that
Well, Zoot is also a halfling, but Zoot's the one from Chicago. He's the detective
Yeah,
from Chicago that knew...
He knew Mickey.
Yeah, he knew Mickey.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
Spike
about.
is the
Like,
one that got fricasseed.
I don't think
Yeah.
we even knew his name.
No, we did
You
not.
found out who he was after the fact, I think.
Maybe.
Nope, not 252. That is definitely not the number that needed to be rolled.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he fails very much badly.
Yay.
So you see the arrow hit him. He has just enough time to sort of look down, and he just slumps. Camera goes tumbling over the edge of the building. Falls 2 stories, smacks in the cement. Millions of pieces. Well, thousands of pieces.
Vivian will kind of half dash if it's nearby and at least grab the film part. She doesn't care about the shattered pieces.
All right, so you're running across the street. The one in the shadows steps out.
Michael nuke him as he does.
Sure. He steps out. He's putting a little blowgun to his mouth.
Yeah, he's tired. He's cranky. He doesn't. He's just gonna pillar of flame this guy. He's pumping 12 points into it.
Roy Mustang him.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my!
Does this guy exist on the physical plane anymore?
A moment of silence for this poor invisible man.
He's even
No,
more invisible now.
The fun part is, on a critical, the damage cannot be reduced by any form of armor or resistance in any way. So
That's okay. The invisible men weren't resistant to fire anyway. But...
Yeah, well, even if that includes anything on him, so he might just incinerate the coin too.
Ooh, roll damage.
Just
Well,
for
so here's-
giggles.
Yeah.
Because it will be what, doubled?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's still doubled, but
Isn't it doubled and half since it's a critical? Versus a special?
so critical, the PowerPoint cost is reduced to 1.
Oh, fantastic. Never mind.
So this works. 20.
Is that with everything doubled, or is that the...
Well, it was originally 3d6 because I spent 12 points.
Okay. So it became 66. So,
Oh. Sorry, that would be 4d6. So it would be 8d6 total for the critical.
So roll 2 more dice.
26.
So 26 points damage.
What dude?
So he is very, very visible for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Burning Man.
Just for giggles, like with Annalise in the car watching this, Michael spots him step out and just goes, Just snap of the fingers.
All right, so you did over twice this guy's hit points.
Lovely.
So his body, his charred body, is barely recognizable as human.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian stopping like mid getting the film. Do we want to sweep him into a bag?
Just get the film.
I'm just like loud whispered. I'm just saying bodies are a bit of your calling card.
First off, ouch.
Shoe fits.
Lilac has dropped down and is hovering over the charred body.
Is there enough to like cohesion to throw him in the trunk?
Yeah, the torso's kind of together. Think of it like a really, really burnt chicken nugget.
Oh, I hate that. Yelling, whispering like, "Go open the trunk."
Just a second.
Hands her the film.
And she has pulled a little fairy-sized knife out and is like trying to pry something out of his chest.
Yes, the coin.
She pops out, ah! But then when she grabs, she's like, ow! Ow! We're gonna let that cool for a
Vivian
minute.
grabs with like gloved hand.
Actually, hold on. With the coin being there, it also needs to make a resistance roll. I forgot about that. Unless it be protected by his body.
No, I was planning on it. Given how much damage you do, I was planning on it being at least partially melted.
Fair enough.
There's magical stuff about it, but it's not like magically protected or magically super tough or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take it things went poorly when I was gone.
There were a couple of invisible men watching. One of them had a camera.
Good, bad,
Yeah,
maybe.
I knew about the invisible men. I'm
So-
talking about the man apparently. The first thing I heard was overcooked chicken nugget.
Ah,
So TLDR, we sent Lilac to go destroy the camera or at least get the film.
Yeah, I was there for that.
She shot him. He collapsed. Vivian ran out to go get the film from the destroyed camera. Guy in the alley stepped out to blow dart her. Michael just went, "I'm tired. I don't care." Dumped 12 points into pyrokinetics. Rolled a critical. So I just did 8d6 fire damage, and the amount of damage I did was over double his HP.
Gotcha.
all right.
Vivian's
So
trying to figure out if we should toss his charred corpse into the trunk because burnt bodies are a bit of our calling card.
Yeah.
So you grab up the malformed, very hot gold coin, gold coin.
Mm.
Like it was still warm if it was melting the snow it had landed on, but not so hot that it's burning you through the gloves. But like the etchings, a lot of the etchings on the face are kind of melted and mushy looking. The coin is not exactly a perfect circle anymore. And when you grab that, Lilac flies over and opens the trunk.
Vivian
Michael's
is
going to take a quick glance back at Annalise as this is happening just to see what her reaction was to the sudden pillar of fire.
while this is happening, Vivian is putting as much of the chicken nugget into the trunk as she can. As quickly as she
He's
can.
less than a full-size person now. You can get him in there, no problem.
She wants to make sure there are no bones left.
Give
And
me a
she's going
spot.
to try to also cover the probably gigantic burn mark. Is it on dirt or anything like that?
I know it was on asphalt. Or cement or whatever.
How's a critical find you?
Alright, so there's not a lot of bone left, but you know, outside of the big, the big piece that you can just pick up and carry. But yeah, you grab that, you shuffle a little snow over some of the burn.
Give me 1 second here. That wouldn't be inside protection. I don't know if this would be. medicine or not, but
Yes, he's dead.
well, no. I was going to say. I was going to actually say, would this be all of him? To make just double checking to make sure Vivian didn't leave anything behind.
Well,
CPR, we might be able to revive him.
Also, how
his
much did
limbs are
Michael
pretty
leave
well burned
behind?
off. So no, this is not a complete person, but it was probably not going to be a complete person.
Oh dang! I incinerated some bone too.
Crematorium.
So yeah, Annalise is just looking like, what the?
Vivian is getting the last in the trunk. Can we drive?
I would love to. And as Annalise is like, what? The Michael just goes, and welcome to the servants of the person who is funding your political rival.
Oh yeah. Oh, so yeah. The Invisible Man. Yeah, we thought they were working for us.
They're also assassins.
Well, yeah. One attacked me, and one was going after her little cult flunkies or whatever.
Yeah.
That Noah fella that had the bodies in his basement, apparently.
Yeah. She's still trying to kill him.
Alright, so y'all load up. Lilac is doing her little happy dance. She's like, I finally got to use the fairy shot. And she holds up
Very
the used
effective.
bolt. Behold, the blood of my enemies.
Tiny high five.
Oh, do you think
Michael
he'll freeze
just-
to death left up there?
That seems like a him problem at this point. We have bigger problems.
That's fair.
Well, his friend kind of spontaneously burned to death, so complete set.
Did you remember to grab the pieces of the camera?
Does Lilac say this?
No, this is the GM asking.
Michael
If she
hasn't
was-
driven
Yes.
off yet, so
If it was
Yeah.
in the same area as the
Yeah.
body, she would have probably just grabbed the whole thing in
Okay.
the panic of
Yeah.
get every piece of body.
Alright, that's
so
fine.
it's all in the trunk.
Yeah, everything's
I would
okay.
imagine with a spot of one
That's true.
critical,
Yeah.
she would be like,
Uh,
"Oh, this looks even more out of spot just being a smashed camera here."
Yeah.
Like you didn't take I doubt you were going to take the time to pick up every individual piece.
Yeah, just the big pieces,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that would be identifiable as a
Specifically,
camera.
the film.
Yeah, the film, the lens, the body, like if the large pieces.
Honestly, depending on how that man slumped over the roof, he might just fall off the roof to his death too.
No, he seemed to be pretty stable. One arm was over the because he was like perched on the side of it.
He might have singed eyebrows from the heat, but he's fine.
No, it's more the cold and exposure you have to worry about.
He's fine.
Uh,
He's got that magic nickel in his chest. He's fine.
That's fair. All right, so where are y'all driving to?
Where
Michael
are
has
we
no
driving
idea.
to?
Someone point him in a direction.
Looking at Annalise, how bad would it be for us to show up at your house at this time of night? Or would you like to discuss this in the morning?
I don't guess there's any way that we don't tell Jack about
No.
this.
Do you
No,
really
we
want to
are-
hide this from your husband?
We are telling him this.
Good idea. And he just starts driving to Jack's house.
She just slumps back, has this kind of defeated look. Oh, she is not looking forward to this. She is not looking forward to this.
Vivian, I'm gonna say Vivian's sitting in the back beside her, just kind of pats her on the shoulder. Just don't worry about it too much. The urge to rip out a man's throat is cross species.
Tell me about it.
All right.
Not for the reason you would.
I'm going to assume you drop
Continue that
Patrick off or
noise.
drop Leo off and let him get his truck.
Yeah.
I honestly,
Well, actually,
Yeah.
we wouldn't even be dropping off because y'all were parked right there together. So
with how
Yeah, it would
tired,
just-
with how tired Michael is, someone would have to tell him to do that.
Wait,
He's
would
let
say-
literally going off of directions.
we would say we can't leave Leo's truck here.
Just grumbles, stops by the truck.
So Leo, you have to get out of the warm car and into the cold truck.
On the other hand, I also kind of stay out of the awkward awkward car at this point.
He gets to play the radio on the way back as loud as he wants.
In the 20s, would radio stations sign
I'm
off?
looking.
Me too.
I know ones in the South would, because some of them were still having to lower their power when I was a kid.
In the 1920s, radio stations rapidly grew from a handful to hundreds, broadcasting a mix of live music, news, market reports, and educational content.
Yeah, but did they do it 24 hours?
Because they would actually have this now concludes our broadcasting day.
Maybe he's got the early morning show on.
I'm looking.
Either way, we're
Yeah,
driving.
yeah, it's not important, but
We got to pre-look up our facts for the next campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, truth be told,
KGFJ in Los Angeles claimed to have been broadcasting all night with sponsored programs starting in 1927.
Okay, so
Yeah,
in a
and
couple years.
Yeah, I have in the 1920s, concept of radio station operating all day was uncommon. Broadcasting was limited to specific show times.
I guess it was still relatively new at the time.
Although I would like to say, us digging through and discovering interesting little factoids about the time period has been half the joy of this playthrough.
Mhm.
Also true, yeah.
What will we find about the 70s next year?
Sorry, the fact that I learned that because of Prohibition, like this all started with like ice cream ships that carried ice cream to soldiers over in Europe during World War One. And then Prohibition, all of the bars got converted into ice cream parlors, and eating ice cream with the boys turned into the same like sort of social activity as drinking with the boys at the bar was.
It was an excuse to get
Yeah.
together.
Different
Yeah.
version of cracking open a cold one.
Yeah. That was one of my most enjoyable like little factoids I found out about this for this game.
All right. Tangent aside.
Tangent above.
So
Tangent
y'all
Jason.
pull up to the Howard home. You know, right up to the front door. Annalise has got the key, of course.
It's gonna be awkward because they all, like, half of us look like we crawled out of bed, or just
Michael literally looks like it almost.
Vivian's face is still partially covered in soot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dead guy in the trunk.
I just realized Michael is in completely mismatched outfit, has Teek's hat on, and is wrapped in Vivian's scarf.
Fashion icon.
He probably looks like a rainbow puked on him, honestly.
And has a kobold clinged to him as well.
Yeah, that's where the red probably is.
The worst, like someone bringing the kid back after curfew,
Mhm.
like knocking wake up call.
So she heads
Right.
up to her and Jack's room to wake him up.
Hey, honey, I've been eating people.
That's nice. We'll talk about it in the morning.
I'm sorry, what now?
All right. So yeah, quick knock on the door. Well, actually, she would just walk up, stick her head in the door. In just a couple minutes, he's more or less dressed and downstairs, looking very concerned.
Especially since the Beorn's there and all looking in several states of disheveled.
Some of them look in
Well,
disarray. Some of them look flat out disguised. It's
Yeah.
while she's going up and waking him up, she's gonna look over at Teak and Leo. Either of you have any idea where we should put this body?
No.
He just
Um,
gives her a look.
I'm not trying to assume because you were in the mafia, okay? But if you have suggestions, I'm open to them.
He goes, all right. We're gonna need a large box, a cement mixer.
I'll make a phone call.
Honestly, we could probably scatter. Do you think the murmurs would help us with this? Said like under her breath.
Doesn't that mob boss you work for owe us a favor anyway?
I'll make a phone call.
Didn't we cash that favor in?
I
Don't-
fixed it. But I can ask for another one.
Let's
That's going to put us in debt again.
let me ask the mermaids first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably so.
all right.
Anyways,
So back into the sitting room that y'all been in a few times before.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's looking very suspiciously at his wife, and then kind of at the rest of you. All right. She didn't want to say anything. What's
I
this
think
about?
she should say it.
She won't, I will.
Fine.
Cut
I was
to
going.
every one of the Beorn slowly leaning in around her.
Fine. I was going out late at night, and walking around in the rougher parts of the city, and his reaction is kind of like, what? You could have been mugged. That was kind of the ideal. And she breaks down how she'd gone out and figured, if she was taking out scumbags, then maybe it was kind of okay. She'd satisfied the cravings. There's less people in the city hurting other people. I mean, if they didn't try to mug, if somebody didn't try to mug her, she didn't mess with them.
Yes, that's such a great political speech. They didn't try to mug her, so I didn't kill them.
Could I ask an
Big
intelligent
straight
question?
face, just looking at Jack.
You work for the mob.
I'm not working for the mob anymore, jackass.
Once you
Jack would
Once
appreciate
they
it if you did not speak to his wife like that.
He's looking at Jack, but I thought Jack was saying it,
Oh,
so
no,
he
no,
wouldn't
no,
have said
that was
jackass.
Annalise.
No, he wouldn't have said jackass. That's my
once
bad.
they attacked you and you defended yourself, did you do the carving out in the open, or
No, I'd usually pull him into a alleyway, somewhere out of sight. There was not a lot of people walking around, but just in case.
Like an alley or somewhere where someone had a good view from a roof, say with a camera. And he's looking Annalise like dead in the eye. Like I think depending on like how you view scenes, his eyes are probably still like blazing gold because he has multiple powers active.
probably looks hilarious with the hobo getup?
Probably.
Now Jack is just rubbing his temples.
Long story short,
So,
we ended up we encountered some of the invisible men this night.
And you are very, very lucky I even thought to check for them.
all right. So Jack asks Annalise, How many people? And she doesn't have to think about it. You know, she rattles the number off. She knows exactly. You know.
She knows how many times she went out to lunch.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
The number she gives, does that match the number of victims we found?
The police found, yes.
Okay.
You know, the ones missing the bits and pieces, yeah. I mean, she does not account for every murder in the city. This is a big city. Murders happen, but
Yeah.
so Jack kind of leans back in his seat. So, what happens now? I mean, sure, I'm concerned about my campaign, but my wife's my biggest concern here.
Vivian's
that
giving
depends.
extreme
depends.
side eye to the lawyer.
That
Yeah, it's kind of who
depends.
Jack's looking at.
Is she going to keep her promise that this stops?
Annalise
now?
like, yes. And now I'll have Jack watching me close. She's like, I didn't want you to know. I didn't want to disappoint you or worry you. You have so much on your mind currently.
Too late. He just stares the pair down. He's like, if I were to hold true to my principles and do my job the way I'm supposed to, I would be reporting you right now.
Jack
I
kinda
honestly should. I really honestly should. I am too tired to care.
The fact that Voss works for the other guy is the only reason you haven't.
Yeah.
Also, darling, we have a dead body in the trunk. That would also be difficult to explain.
Yes, there's also that, as I just committed murder.
Defense?
Unprompted against my own person for self-defense. Granted, he was about to attack you, and I take particular exception to that.
Yes, we know.
So
Let's
you've
going
told
to
me
be a
all the
wait and
things.
see what happens.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is this going to be a wait and see what happens? Or we do something proactively?
I don't know. All I do know is what I'm about to say needs to be remembered because I'm only going to say it once. Am I clear, Mr. and Mrs. Howard?
Annalise nods. Jack goes crystal.
The only reason I am not reporting you right now is because we have bigger fish to fry. We have a murdering psychopathic lunatic that likes to sleep her way around to the top that's currently running as your opposition and is likely in league with chaos and probably going to try to destroy the world as we know it, or at least be a significant leading factor of it.
You know, a normal Tuesday.
Normal Tuesday.
So I'm going to pick the lesser of two evils here. And I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Annalise is like, oh,
If
thank
a
you.
single body pops up like that again, if I have any reason to suspect you for anything even closely related to this, I am frog marching you to the station. Am I clear?
Yes, I understand completely. Thank you so much. Jack's like, don't worry, it will not happen again.
Now, if you would be so kind, I need some coffee.
Annalise volunteers to go ahead.
Cut suddenly to Teak behind them all with the gun out. Oh, I thought this was going very differently.
No, Teak has the candy ball. And he's just popcorning the.
Nobody even noticed him get it It's just once everything calms down, he's just sitting there with it in his lap.
Everybody he's just sitting there popcorn and candy.
Just hear him that crunch of hard candy
Right.
once it gets really quiet at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just looks over.
I might be able.
Also, Teak, while we're talking about this, they want to run some blood work. There's a good chance you're diabetic now.
Diabetes.
Ruin this for me, and I will use my gut on you.
Maybe. Do we know anyone that may be able to attempt to develop pictures on the down low to see what else may be on this film, if any of it is salvageable? Because it was dark outside, and they did get it caught up quick enough. I have developed pictures the old-fashioned way. Thank you, art school.
Yes,
Mhm.
as have I.
Well, Jack knows some people that can develop photos, sure.
Do you trust them implicitly?
He takes a moment to think about it. Yes, yeah, I know one that I can trust.
They would, because what may be on these may be the other events that have occurred.
Surely they'd gotten something already that have already used it.
Fair enough. Or they're just stockpiling it to write up at the election. Either way, she'll she'll wrap it in like her glove, like put it inside and kind of tie it off a little bit so no light is getting to it.
Okay.
I just realized Michael still has her knife. He just sort of puts that on the table.
Alright, so you go, I guess, back out of the car, get the stuff. Do you extract the film?
Well, when it broke, did the film become separated from the actual body of the camera?
No, it was one where the film is enclosed inside.
Okay, if it's still securely inside, she will leave it as is. If it looks like it's safer there, she will leave it there. Maybe wrap a scarf around the body of the camera if the body of the camera is broken.
Okay.
To prevent light pollution.
Yeah.
So you bring that in. Jack looks at it.
If you have a box or something to put it in, just to keep
Yeah,
light
hang
out
on
of
just
it.
a second. See if this thing still works. And he starts winding this little arm he can
Oh yeah,
wind.
get it back into the.
But it doesn't even go a full rotation before it's before it's
Done.
Yeah, and then
They
he
had
opens
some
it up and takes
pictures
it
on
out.
there.
I think this was a fresh one. I don't think they'd taken anything. Because the way you put it in, he shows how you pull it out just a little
Yeah.
bit and put it in there.
Well, either way, it may be good to have it checked.
Yeah. I'll still have Ronnie check it.
Question. Sarah, is Vivian on the same couch Michael's sitting on right now?
Vivian is probably standing at the moment if she passed over the camera.
Okay, fair enough. If she does sit down on the same couch, let me know.
Will do.
All right. So yes, he gets a box that you can put it in that will for sure. The film canister looks fine, but just in case. But he'll have his friend check it and make certain there's nothing on here.
If there is, just get word to us. Just let us know the birthday photos have been developed.
I'll have somebody send a message or call you. Annalise comes back with some coffee for everybody. Well, for anybody that wants it.
Vivian, have you tried maybe cow, like, not the meat, but maybe the blood?
I tried some beef liver. I just didn't do it.
There may be hunters further out in the city that could get deer, perhaps?
It'd be worth trying. Jack's like, we'll figure something else up, or we'll lock her in a room at night. whatever we need to do. I'm sure once once the craving, he's like phase of the pregnancy, like he's a dude, he doesn't really know. At the very least, I'm sure when the baby's, by the time the baby's born, it'll be all right.
Checking something. In normal pregnancies, would when would the cravings stop?
I'm
This is
Googling.
actually just.
When do the cravings end in pregnancy? Often peak in the second trimester and usually become less intense in the third, disappearing completely after childbirth.
Okay.
But it can vary greatly from person to person. So you
She's
think
also an ogre,
Jack's
so-
in the ballpark, As it goes on, it should get eventually less. But he is very grateful for your help and for your discretion.
Don't mention it. Like, really, do not mention it.
He goes, I do not plan to. And by this time, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Are there any bridges in the town that go over a large body of water?
You have a couple of good-sized streams that run out into the lake.
Is there a bridge that maybe goes partially over the... No, it wouldn't. It's the Great Lakes. She was like, can we drop this body off a bridge?
Does Annalise volunteer to get rid of the body for you?
And no.
What? You know what? Honestly, she'll ask it. She'll preface it again with, "This is indelicate, but we do have the issue of getting rid of the body. Does the fact that it might be a little bit well done affect appetite? It does have to be raw meat."
It's got to be raw. I discovered with some experimentation that cooking doesn't.
Fair enough. The taste changes, texture. I'll go get my violin and go talk to the mermaids.
Yeah. Hey, mermaids, how you liking dead bodies?
So.
Could you do us a solid?
So
Would
it's.
you like to try a like meat cooked in fire for once?
All right, so y'all head out. By which point it's getting close to 5.
Oh yeah, checks out.
You could practically just drive straight to the park. Get there before any kids show up.
Yeah.
Stop by your house, grab the violin.
I also.
And keep an eye out and see if they're being followed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vivian will do that too, considering they had the invisible men.
I have rolled just barely misses on spot this entire fucking night.
Teak is very eepy.
I'm not rolling 5.
Dang.
Okay, Vivian.
All right. So you are quite
Your
certain you're not
LIC.
being followed.
Good.
There's a little bit more traffic on the road now than than earlier because
Sure.
it's 5 o'clock. People are starting to some people are starting to go into work.
Would this guy's body fit in a pillowcase in the condition it's in?
I don't know if you broke it up, maybe a couple of pillowcases.
Before
he's
they
kinda
leave, she'll
crumbly.
ask-
He's kind of crumbly. at
Before
this
they
point.
leave, she'll ask, "Do you have a couple pillowcases that you are not dearly attached to?"
Hi, PSA, Twitch. We are talking about in game, not in real life.
In-game
Thank
murder,
you.
not actual murder.
Well, she's pretty sure they've got some old burlap sacks in the basement.
You know what? That'll work just fine as well.
So she comes up with a nice sized burlap sack that it will fit in.
Fantastic. Burlap's also a little bit more biodegradable.
Definitely the major concern here, especially
Yes,
in
the
the 20s.
major concern. We want to keep this an organic burial.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so you fetch all that stuff. You go out. You play your violin.
Sorry for the early morning.
And yes, Alita. Yeah, she shows up. Oh, it's all right. She's her people generally are up with the sun.
Up with the tide, I'd imagine.
That whole not living in houses that can block the sun out. The sun tends to wake you.
This is going to be a horribly odd question. You are more than welcome to completely refuse it. I happen to
Okay.
have in the sack that she kind of motions to some remains that need to not see the light of day. A man tried to attack us and we took care of it, but yes, it could.
I thought the police were all right with you if you kill people that are trying to kill you.
This one has connections that are tied into the police that are a little bit corrupt.
Oh.
Land politics.
I'm trying to learn about those.
You're better off not, honestly.
They're not fun.
It's
But if my people are
honestly,
going to
it's
have
a
to deal with
mess.
it, then we need to understand it.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yes.
So if he was attacking one of you, I assume he was not a nice person. So
Not in particular, no. Its allies are causing a lot of the chaos and trouble in this city. I
Very
believe
much
they were,
helping to try and bring along the death of everyone.
yeah, they were, I believe, tied to the incident with the water elemental as well.
oh, okay. But yeah, okay. She'll drag him out to the middle of the lake and weigh the bag down with stones or something.
There's not too much left of him, so I imagine it won't be too hard. She'll open the bag to show her.
Oh yeah, that's ew.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the fishes would eat that.
That guy is on fire.
Charcoal like that.
The water will probably finish off any further identifying marks.
But okay, so you said it would lead us. She will go hide it.
She'll literally know. Is there anything I can do to repay you?
Well, put in a good word with the local police.
Oh, I was going to do that anyways.
Yeah, come to think of it, y'all may have already done that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, I will say the current mayor is kind of stymieing any official cooperation between the merfolk and the police. He's questioning whether the merfolk actually have any right to live in the lake at all. As if he had any authority over the lake.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets too bad, you can always swim about. How far would Canada's international waters be from here?
If you're near Chicago, really not that far. The Great
No,
Lakes are
so-
big.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Let's swim
Yeah, we
a
all are a
little
bit
bit
north of
farther
Chicago.
north. North Shore might be a little bit more hospitable.
Yeah, she'll keep that in mind. As she drags the burlap sack under the water, you have soot and ash float to the top. It's like there's a dark cloud kind of poofing out of the bag as she
It's been
swims off
a
of it.
weird morning.
So from here,
I
we'll
was-
we'll jump ahead a bit.
Jump
Yeah.
ahead, jump ahead.
So Jack gets back to you. His buddy, that's a photographer, check the film. Yeah, it was a fresh roll, unused.
Good.
For that one.
Yeah. There was a man found frozen to death on top of a building.
Exposure's horrible.
Yeah, they're guessing he may have been a drunk, though no alcohol was found on him.
Maybe he was just sad.
He's been identified as a man that went missing. Like 3 months ago.
Interesting. Now we have the fortunate implications that the invisible men may not be willing.
So over the next few days, the election stuff gets whipped up into a frenzy. Jack is trying to talk y'all into showing up at every little something possible. The election night comes. And in the morning, it is announced that Jack Howard has won the election. By a slightly larger margin than was being predicted. But it was not a landslide by any means. Michael, your favorite man in the world, gives a kind of begrudged sounded concession speech.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, he doesn't sound happy about it, but for the good of the city and this, that, and the other, yeah, he'll of course, be bringing Mayor-elect Howard up to speed, over the course of the next month. The current term won't end until January, so while of course he's disappointed with the outcome of the election, he is sure Mr. Howard will do his utmost. Yakety smackety smackety yakety.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another boat has gone missing in the lake.
If the police approach them about that, she would recommend speaking with the mermaids, and she would offer to get them set up with them.
Your buddy down in the well, it's not really down toward the southern part of the city that these boats are launching out from.
Windburn? Or
Well, Windburn's the one y'all love the best. It'd be more up
Yeah.
around Lake Shore where they'd be concerned about this.
Yeah.
Where the boats in question were supposed to be coming and going from. But yeah, their police chief will take you up on that offer. Kind of in a please keep this on the down low, He suspects the incoming administration will be fine with it. But technically, Mayor Lorraine is still his boss at the moment.
discretion is my utmost goal
But he really liked
in so many things.
He really liked to figure out what's going on. So you get him in touch with the merfolk, and they come up with their own arrangements to stay in touch.
Yeah.
And they fill him in like, well, we've been suspecting there's a large predator, but it hasn't ventured into the areas we've been fishing. The paper has caught on, to what's going on. Another boat missing. They've got pictures from the previous boat. That shows the big hole punched in the side. So you get headlines about Lake Monster this or Lake Monster that. And while the police, the rest of the police aren't coming to you about it, some of the papers are coming and asking you if you think there's some sort of monster in the lake.
We can neither confirm nor deny. With the craziness that has happened in this city, anything is possible.
I want to assure the people of the city you're perfectly safe. Could it be a monster? I don't know. The dead were walking a couple of months ago.
Just
Learn
say
to fire
yes.
a gun.
Just say yes, and
It's not the beach episode I wanted.
But it's the beach episode you deserve.
It's always a beach monster.
Yes.
But let's see. So November bleeds over into December. The first couple of weeks of December, pleasantly calm. No more weird bodies turn up.
I'm training gun.
You'll get the chance to. It'll be your last chance to train something. So the next two episodes are all going to be,
one long
session.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mayor Lorraine still does the Christmas festivity, stuff leading up to Christmas. Michael, you notice Estella Voss is not around as much. She's not completely absent. But she's not a shadow like she had been.
You mean
prior
it's
to
like
the
she
election.
backed the wrong horse?
Yes, she clearly backed the wrong horse. On the other hand, Miss Corona, is very much the shadow to the Howards. Which, she had been previously too.
Yeah.
She still takes every opportunity that she can to speak to you. She still seems maybe a little tense around Vivian.
I wonder why.
But she's not she's not super flirty or anything. It's not like,
We'll say during this time, at some point, like when he's off working at home, he will send a call back home.
Okay. One of the housekeepers answers the phone.
Is it one he recognizes? If it is, I'll make up a name.
Sure.
Okay. So she answers the phone. Is like, "Oh, hello, Lorraine. It's been some time."
Mr. Anderson?
It is he.
Oh, it has been some time. I knew you and the uh, which she wouldn't refer to you all just as Anderson, Anderson, and Anderson. Uh, I knew you had, you and your siblings had reconnected.
I am calling to speak with them. Are they in at present?
Uh, yes, I believe your sister is in the reading room.
Would you mind putting her on the line, please?
Oh, of course. One moment. And you hear her set the phone down. She runs off. A little bit later, your sister answers the phone. I'm blanking on your sister's name
Rachel.
at the moment. Rachel. Michael! Calling to wish me a Merry Christmas.
That and I have delivered the ring you probably have seen.
Ah, excellent. I had not specifically seen that. I see a lot of stuff. I don't see everything.
Well, would you like to see it? You and Adam both.
Are you inviting me to a wedding?
I will when it comes around. What I'm inviting the both of you to, what I'm hopefully inviting the both of you to, is I have a feeling that the next probably few weeks to a month are going to be very dramatic.
Would you like to come to the ass kicking at the end of the world?
I know how much you enjoy your dramas and to watch things play out as you do.
There's going to
And
be
I
a
know,
lot of that.
and I know considering the last time you were here, Adam didn't exactly get to enjoy some of his favorite pastimes.
Oh, you want backup for what's coming at the new year.
I know we have our differences of opinions on things and how we view the world. But if I'm going to be facing the end of the world, I'd rather have it with my family at my back.
There are several ways what's coming could go. Something's muddying the water when I look at it.
Mhm.
Most things, most of the time, I think things calm down, until, well, what I've shown you before,
Mhm.
which will be long. We'll all be dead by then, so. But I've seen some versions where things go very south, where the inevitable is sped up. Oh, but that city is really not where I want to be when this goes down. But if I tell your brother, he'll want to go.
And don't tell him. Cool, cool.
I will consider it, and I will speak to our brother about it.
If it makes you feel any better, it would give you the opportunity to put a very uppity and entirely full of herself woman in her place so you can lord it over.
Oh, that Corona woman again?
Not her, Estella Voss.
Oh. Two peas in a pod.
I kind of put, well, I say I. Vivian put her in her place quite handily. Already. Though she still takes a lot of time to try to talk to me.
Yeah, she's sweet on you.
I made it quite clear I'm taken, though.
Well, some women, you know, will, how can I put this? Circling like vultures sounds so crude, but wait in the wings in case, you know, your relationship should fall apart. If Vivian dumps you, I'm sure Rella will sweep in to comfort you.
It's nice talking to you, sister.
All right, we'll speak again soon. There's a certainty in how she says that.
Then I will see you then.
I said I'd speak to you. I didn't know it's sad to see you. She hangs up. All right. Sorry, I was checking the rather active chat. It's been nice these last few weeks.
Yeah, it has.
Uh,
It's been enjoyable.
all right, so Christmas rolls
Can't
up.
see it.
Michael, you hear back? The Anderson siblings are coming up for Christmas.
He tells the group.
You mean I get to meet your brother?
I invited them for the New Year's festivities.
Ah, the fireworks. Got it.
I like how she just drops that it's going to be New Year or something's going down. And everybody just kind of like, yeah, makes sense. All right.
I mean, that's how this whole shindig started.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It took a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the plus side, Christmas is fairly pleasant.
That's nice.
There's a little dusting of snow.
Figgy pudding.
Michael makes absolutely sure to break out the stops because he's taking Vivian on a date.
I
Skating in the park.
actually go visit family.
Deke is doing two things. One, he is taking a bottle of liquor to Marduk, as well as Mullen. And then he and Lillian are disappearing so that his family can meet Lillian.
Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho!
So she's delighted.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice for her to, you know, she finds it nice to spend Christmas with somebody, you know, outside of the organization. Most of her family living further off.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's like it would be far too far for her to visit her family.
So yeah, very pleasant Christmases for everybody.
Vivian will keep up on her promise to take Hyacinth to meet Auntie Jen at some point before then, and also take her shopping to get stuff for their parents.
Ah, yes. Auntie Jen is delighted dealing with a well-behaved child.
She'll also introduce them to the siblings because she has a feeling that would be hilarious.
I will also say that Deke's gift to Lillian was a wedding ring.
Everybody get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we survive the new year.
If we survive the new year, yes, but
Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
so much hooting and hollering in the House of Teak.
I can imagine it.
Shooting guns into the air.
So yeah,
Teak has a brother and sister that's close, but he has a much bigger family that comes in for Christmas.
Mm.
but when you take your Vivian, when you take Hyacinth to see Auntie Jen, Jen looks noticeably worse than she did the last time you saw her. Like the last time you saw her, she told you, I'm dying, but yeah.
She'll raise an eyebrow at her, but she knows, as far as elves goes, Auntie Jenna's probably the oldest elf she knows.
Yeah, she is known to be the oldest person in town.
She'll kind of raise an eyebrow, but won't push, because even though they're long-lived, she knows that elves aren't going to live forever.
Yeah. And that's
She
all Auntie
will.
Jen really tells you is, it's like I said before, it's just old age.
She will say, "We get past the new year, gonna have to bother you for lessons on reading the bones. I probably don't have the skill, but the town needs at least one crazy lady, and eventually I'll become the crazy old lady, so."
This is bad to say, but I just realized because of Michael's eidetic memory, he remembers exactly what all of them mean. So he could share that knowledge.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to. He doesn't have the hoodoo of it.
No, he does not. He does not have the hoodoo voodoo, but he does remember what every single one of them means.
Yeah, Auntie Jen just looks at you, Vivian, when you suggest that, and he starts tapping a finger. No one in this town thinks I'm crazy.
Not to your face. She's like saying this very teasing, like obviously messing with her.
Come along, Hyacinth. Let me show you. Let me show you the runes.
She grins and lets it happen.
So over to the breakfast nook, like back to you. Hyacinth's giggling because they're clearly hiding the stones from you. But you hear Aunt Jen start going over which ones are what.
As long as it's passed down somehow, she don't care to who.
And Leo, you have a nice Christmas with your folks. Everybody's interested in what's going on. The thing in the lake is a big, or the possible thing in a lake is a big thing of conversation.
I'd let them know about the mermaids and other things, because I think the mermaids have gotten to be at least known somewhat now. So
It's becoming more generally known to the public. Yes, at least in the city. It may not have spread quite as far, too far out of the city yet. And we will wrap here with this pleasantness.
Mm-hmm.
before it all hits the fan.
I was going to say
Yep.
before it all goes to shit, but yeah, okay. So I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it.
2 more episodes.
2 more episodes. Next week is the penultimate episode.
Mm-hmm.
I hope our friend in the chat enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hope anybody comes by and checks us out later. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us again in I almost said 2 weeks. That'd be all wrong.
Yep.
Hope you join us again
The
next week. And for the next 2
Enjoy
weeks.
the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Have we announced, or are we going to announce what the next one is? Or are we doing that on
Might
the
as
last?
well.
That's true. So, that's a multiple stage announcement though. So next year we will be switching from the Dire Bear Twitch channel to the Nerd Eternal Twitch channel. As Dire Bear is not deleting channels or anything, but it's more or less shutting down. And the game next year will be Old Gods of Appalachia. sit around 75 time wise. Location wise, I'm still working on that. I've got this week off. I'll get it hashed out by the end of the week.
Somewhere in the
I'm
Appalachian.
betting somewhere in Appalachia.
That
Probably.
would be my guess.
No, I'm going to put it in the Rockies just to throw you all off. But anyway, we'll I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual was Sarah playing Vivian,
Coming to you live from a pile of blankets and cats.
Patrick playing Leo,
Not coming to you live from a pile of blankets and cats, as I am severely allergic to cats.
and more of a dog person anyway.
Yeah.
And Cara playing Teak.
I have a fake pile of cats, but I want a pile of.
And Eric playing Michael.
I just have no cats.
And
You're
is also
also
allergic. But
And
they
we will
want to
see
kill you
y'all
anyway.
next week.
Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
So tread with care and heed the sign. Abomination, Ali's line. For in the night the shadows grow and take with them your troubles